What's going on, everyone? Talon here, and welcome to another uniform review video. Alright, so we're going to be looking at Beast's new uniform this time. So we have the Age of Apocalypse Beast uniform. So let's go ahead and check out what this does for him. The uniform bonus, it enhances the skill of scientific mind, so it enhances his leadership. So he goes from a 45% to a 50% physical attack leadership, which is nice. And also, the uniform does look pretty awesome. Beast looks like a badass, I must say. He looks pretty mean. And then also with the uniform you get 2 skill changes, so let's go ahead and load them up and see what these skill changes look like. Alright, so the changes are going to be on his 1st and 4th skill, so let's go ahead and take a look at them. So here is his 1st skill. So now we get a little extra damage right there, and it's quite a few hits as well. So previously his 1st skill was basically just that slash right there, and then it was over. Now we get this little extra ground swipe where he pulls up the ground and just hits them with the pieces of concrete and rock, which is pretty nice. So I do like this skill. It's mainly going to be, of course, in Shadowlands or modes where you can stun or guard break your opponent, because in World Boss you're probably going to get punished if you use this skill, because he is kind of rooted in the ground when he's pulling up these rocks right there. So it's not going to be the best if you're doing World Boss. But anyway, now let's take a look at his 4th skill. And as you can see, there's nothing changed really in the animation here. The only thing that was added is you now get a buff with the 4th skill. So let's go ahead and take a look here. So as you can see, he gets increased dodge from his 4th skill now. It goes up to 11% if I remember correctly. So nothing's really changed except for that. So you get a little extra dodge, which is nice. And also I can see now, because of the indicator for iframes, boom, he's in iframe, and then he stops iframe right there where he slashes them and then goes back into the iframe. So it is an intermittent iframe, so that's kind of why I was getting punched out of that skill when I was fighting Thanos, because he hits me when I start slashing him halfway through the skill when I go out of the iframe. But it is still a really powerful skill, of course. And then another thing that the uniform does for Beast is it also changes him to a supervillain, the same as Cyclops with his uniform, which is a very nice change for me, at least, because like I said, I love having another villain option for Shadowlands, which is really good. So Beast is going to be another option for me in later floors of Shadowland for a villain stage if I need him. And also he has a very strong leadership, especially now that it's at 50% because of the uniform. And also it's going to mean that you can now use Beast in your Extreme Alliance battle, Dave, with Carnage. So the benefit of that is going to be Beast passive, but it's not super strong. I mean, you get only 8% guaranteed crit rate, which you'll probably notice it, so it's definitely going to be worth switching to him over Titania's leadership, which is also the 50%. And then you get extra heal, and you get reduced damage from supervillain, so it may actually help you with survivability if for some reason you're finding that you're not able to make it through Extreme Alliance battle without dying. If you're maybe using someone like Nebula instead of Carnage, this might help out quite a bit. But I'm not sure because I haven't really used Nebula too much for Extreme Alliance battle. But anyway, he's probably going to be, like I said, used in that. So that's going to be a look at Beast's uniform here. I quite like the uniform. I like the change to supervillain. I like how the 1st skill animates, even though I'm probably not going to be using it a whole lot except in Shadowland. And the extra dodge he gets on the 4th skill is pretty nice. So just small things. It could have done more. Like I said, it's not a huge boost to him, so it's not going to be a uniform that I would highly recommend or anything like that, but it's one that would be nice to have if you're going to be using Beast in Shadowlands. But besides that, that's pretty much the only place I see this uniform being super useful. Maybe in PvP, because his 1st skill does group enemies together and looks like it can guard break and stun them quite well, so it could be useful in PvP as well. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope it helped in deciding if you're going to pick up this uniform for yourself. And of course I will catch you in the next one.